Hello. We'll wait for a few minutes. Then we'll start.
Hi everyone. Hope everyone can able to listen my voice, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Ashish, Dhiran, Himanshu. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Pankaj. I have a total 14 years of experience in pharma, from manufacturing to validation and across the all solid orals, parenterals, and biologics, every critical production areas. Okay, today I will give you some I will provide you some overview on the MES, why it is required, and what are the benefit, what are the value addition we are bringing into the table with the MES that we will discuss. And meantime, if you have any questions, please post it in a chat. I will answer that. Please give a thumbs up. We will start in the next few minutes. Okay. Great. 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 Okay. Yeah. So I'm sharing my screen. Just confirm me if you are able to see my screen. Okay. Hope you are able to see my screen, right? Everyone, please give a thumbs up.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so as discussed, right, we are going to discuss, we are going to have some overview on the MES. What is MES and why it is required, and what are the value addition it is bringing into the production systems, right? That we will discuss with the basic details, and we will have one case study, how it is leveraged in the production systems, basically. So coming to the point of what is MES, right? MES is basically a real-time integrated software platform that monitors, controls, and optimizes the production activities in the shop floor. Fundamentally, it is bridging the gap between the enterprise planning and physical manufacturing operations. Nothing but RERPs. RERPs is nothing but our work orders or our production orders from the SAP, and we are converting them into the batches, and same we are sending to the dispatches. Entire these three-step process, we are digitalizing it. Okay, so we will have a better control. We will have a better control, and we will manage the work orders with the ease, and scheduling, machine instructions, and everything will be monitored in a real time. So we track the production KPIs, key process indicators, and operational equipment efficiencies, yield, downtime across all assets, and captures the every record, every event in the audit trail and digitalized format. So it will give the granular genealogy, traceability, and electronic batch records, right? So this is about the MES. What is MES? It is about the MES introduction. So why MES is required, right? Why MES is required? These are the 4 reasons why MES is required. So it will give you the complete real-time visibility. So eliminates the information latency. Nothing but if the paper-based records are in place or any manual system in place, we need to wait for someone's approval and everything. So it eliminates that process entirely, and we are targeting towards the 100% digital operations. So there is no paper records in place, and our operational efficiency of the equipment will be improved, and we will have the complete traceability from the order management to complete dispatch. So we will give the 100% traceability across the complete production process basically. Just I'm giving quick pause here. Just if you have any questions, paste it in the channel or post it in the channel. Anything, if you have anything in mind or something. No questions? Okay. So what is the business value MES is bringing into the table, right? There is a 30% reduction in the unplanned downtime and 25% increasing our throughput and 40% regulatory audit readiness and 50% reduction in the paper process. Okay. So what if we come to the key business drivers, it connects fundamentally, it connects our SAP ERP or material management from the raw material to finished product. So it connect the ERP layer to our shop floor execution. So with the scheduling and with the complete equipment ratios, everything will be digitalized. So we'll have the 100% traceability over the equipment readiness for the batches. So that will give you the confidence that we will have a visibility over the next 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year, a complete schedule and complete line capacity on the how we can achieve our year by year target basically. So enforces the standard operating process at every workstation and enables the dynamic scheduling. If there is any breakdown or anything, if we've fulfilled our one product 80% reach of our target, we can dynamically shift towards wherever there is a target reach is not or done for the second product, that can be planned accordingly. So this can be planned by dynamically whenever there is a gap or whenever the operator or production manager can take a call based on the fulfillment of the orders basically. So it provides a complete material gynecology from raw material to finished product. Material gynecology is nothing but material traceability basically, and in which stage we are having the material availability from the raw material to complete order details to finished product. And it continuously supports the implementing initiative with accurate baseline data. So every activity, every event we are capturing in the MES. So it will give the real-time improvements, which equipment has multiple breakdowns, right? And which process needs the improvement, which process takes a lot of time, maybe cleaning or maybe particular equipment is, if it is a old or if it is taking more time for maintenance, it will give the indication or it will give the call to the management that they need to take action. Okay, so reduces the poor quality of the manufacturing, and it early detects the defects if anything can occur in the production process basically. So this is a core 4 levels of MES. So one is at level 0. So one is at level 0. It is nothing but our production layer. So physical equipment and sensors, and level 1 is our PLC controllers. With these PLC controllers only, most of our equipments will run. PLC is having the input output devices. So with that only we are controlling the equipments, and we have a valve operations and everything we are covering with the SCADA. Whenever there is a pneumatic valve operation is required, those things we are controlling with the SCADA, supervisory control and data acquisition. So on top of it, we are having the third layer as a MES. So fourth layer is nothing but our integration layer. It is having a ERP mainly with the SAP. SAP we are integrating with our MES system basically. Okay. So what value and where we can have the core modules in the SAP, I mean MES, we can schedule the production complete batches, and work order management. Work order management is nothing but from our production order to finished product. Everything we can manage in a single platform. And quality management also, in process control, from the raw material testing to our finished product testing, we can completely manage in the MES. And equipment gainology and traceability, and material gainology also we can track it. And performance analytics. So performance analytics is nothing but our equipment, how many times it is in breakdown, or what is the output we are getting it, everything we can get through our performance analytics. And everything, entire operations are managing in the electronic record format. So these electronic record formats are readily available for at any given point of time for audit basically. So no need to prepare separately for the audit. So everything is in a digitalized format. So it will be very useful for nowadays. FDA is doing the surprise audits, right? So our efforts will be reduced during the surprise audits basically if we are using the MES. So just I'm giving quick pause. Just let me know if you have any questions or anything. Can storage area can be incorporated with the MES? Yes, Nilesh, that can also be incorporated. That will be with the our our warehouse management also can be integrated through our SAP layer basically. Okay. What is the source of this data? Source of this data is I prepared from some of previous experience documents, and I did it in the some PPT tool. How is MES is different from the factory automation testing? From the SCADA in a factory automation system. Okay. Yeah, Kishore. So basically, let me give you the outline. SCADA is standalone. Okay, SCADA is standalone in the sense. Let's take an example. We have a water system, right? We have a water system one. We have another system called, and it's a PW. It's a WFI or something. So we can integrate both with the SCADA. Okay, both with the SCADA, but we could not integrate anything with the third-party system basically. So fundamentally, SCADA will work in a standalone process. So we will not add, it is unable to add any other layer, technical or any other technology layer or API layer on top of it basically. So fundamentally, SCADA will act as a standalone system. It will not have any scope for further digitalization of the operations basically. So SCADA's main function is operating the standalone equipment. If it is extended set of equipments basically. Let's take an example. SCADA mainly used in the valve operations, just like our bioreactors, our purified water systems, or some filling machines, and our compression machines. So those things we can do with the SCADA, but entire production manufacturing, right? Entire production manufacturing in the sense raw material to finished product, we cannot digitalize entire operations with the SCADA. Okay, Kishore. How many modules is integrated? A good question, Sujit. So it depends on the project scope. Most of the companies, they will integrate with the SAP. SAP mostly they will do the transaction code of material management. Okay, MM01 they will integrate. So MM01 is nothing but our creation of monitoring our complete materials from the raw material to finished product. So it is a basic configuration. Most of the companies will do 90 to 95% they will do, but depends on the project scope and depends on the line capacity, depends on the project budget. They will attach as many as they are, right? They can attach the SAP QM, they can attach the other middle layers also, infra layers also if required. But most of the companies, they will use the SAP layer as a work order management fundamentally. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Sujit. Thank you, Kishore. So these are the regulatory compliance. So fundamentally, any pharma company, or if we are into pharma, definitely we need to comply with the 21 CFR Part 11 without any question. So if you are manufacturing any drug product or any pharma products that can export to US, definitely we need to comply with the MES. We can easily comply the FDA 21 CFR Part 11. So this is the ISO 9K. ISO 9K is a universal guideline for the quality management. But if the company complies with the FDA, there is no such mandatory requirement of we need to clear the ISO 9K audit. It's a depends on the company call basically. So mostly companies will not go separate certification for the ISO 9K. If they are having a FDA audit inspection report, they will go with the FDA only. They will not go for the ISO 9K. So EU GMP Annex 11, EU GMP Annex 11 again, it speaks about the CSV part. Okay, so how to do the CSV validation for computer systems. So we need to comply if we are exporting our products to the European Union. So these are IITF 16949 and AS 9100. These are engineering guidelines. So wherever there is a equipment or wherever there is a complete engineering related ASTM standards are involved, these will come into the picture. These are not regulations, I would say, but these are the standards. They will give the good to have standards in place. So based on that, they will design the system based on the material standards, based on the protocols, everything. They will design the system. So GMP anyway, we need to follow GMP standards as per the approved regulatory agency based on the requirement, based on the regulatory agency, which country we are exporting it, right? Yeah. Any questions on the regulatory compliance, please? No questions? Okay. So how MES enforces compliance? So basically, MES by default, it supports the electronic signatures. Electronic signatures are nothing but it is mandatory for the compliance of our 21 CFR Part 11. So MES supports the role-based e-signatures. So definitely it will comply with the electronic signatures. No need to have a separate paper records for the approval. So immutable audit trail, again, it is a Part 11 requirement. So once the audit trail is generated, it is not editable. At the same time, it is not deleted by any of the user. So that is what meaning of immutable. So MES able to generate the immutable audit trails. And quality gates, wherever there is a quality management involved, right? From the raw material verification and in-process verification and finished product verification. So if those are met only, we can proceed for the next step. So those gates we can configure in our MES process. Okay. So operator certification, so skill matrix integration also ensures only certified operators can operate the can do the operations in the MES. So MES, we can validate the software as it proves that system is qualified for the intended use. Basically, any change control procedures. So any change in our bill of material or any change in our batch manufacturing records or anything that can be configured through our change control workflow. Okay, just let me know if you have any questions or anything. Can you give some examples of MES software suitable for biopharma applications? Yeah, Pharmaceutical is a one company, Dhiren. Okay, Pharmaceutical PASX basically. So PASX and other real-time scenarios, we are can MES integration with the TrackWise. That we need to check. I mean to say, integration depends on the project scope. Anything is possible, Nilesh. Integration is nothing but if we have a API calls, if we have a API usage permission, we can integrate any software with the anything. So it depends on the project scope again, how the TrackWise is behaving. Are they open to share the API documentation and everything? Then we can go for it. Yeah, PASX, mostly PASX and Rockwell Automation are the industry leaders fundamentally. So they will only, they will only having the market share of more than 50%. So, I mean, there is no good or bad software. We need to have a clear definition of the requirements, what we are going to implement. Okay, based on that, we can have the complete control, and we can step by step, layer by layer, we can implement the MES. So once that is done, if we have the control over our process and implementation, any software can be easily managed. Yeah, thank you, Sujit. Thank you, Nilesh. Thank you, Dhiren, for your valid questions. Yeah, it is a case study basically. Just I given as a some random company name basically. So if the site having 3 manufacturing plants across Asia and Pacific, output is 500 million tablets across 200 SKUs. So paper-based records. So it leads to 3-4 days release delays and limited traceability, leading to broad product recalls and manual OE calculation, operational equipment efficiencies calculating manually, and FDA warning letter risk due to the data integrity gaps. Okay, inconsistent SOP adherence across the shifts basically. Okay, so with the MES, we can have the implement the EBRs end-to-end electronic batch records. We can implement, achieve full lot traceability with the 30 minutes time frequency, and we will get the real-time OEE dashboards for all production lines, and across the lines we can comply with the 21 CFR Part 11, and we can integrate our SAP ERP with the seamless data exchange. Okay, this is a case study I provided as an example. Okay, just post your questions in the chat. If you have anything, any doubt or anything, just post your questions. Someone raised the hand. Twice. Oh, it's during the start of the call, I believe. Okay. Yeah, this is a high-level system flow. It's a complete. Just I given a whatever we discussed just now, right, in the last slides. I given it in the 5 steps, basically work order creation and scheduling the dispatching and ERP execution and in process quality checks and batch release. So these 5 operations primarily will come under, we can integrate in the MES basically. Okay. So SAP releases, right? SAP releases, whoever is the production operator or whoever is the warehouse representative will release the production order to MES. Okay, production order to MES via real-time API. So there is a integration, real-time integration between the SAP to MES. Okay. So from there, whenever there is a order created, it will pass to our MES. So based on that order, MES optimize the sequence based on the lines, materials, line availability, and material availability, and operator skills. It will schedule the batch based on these 3 factors. Once the batch is scheduled, operator follows the digital work instructions and he will execute the EBR, electronic batch manufacturing record. Then during the release, during the execution, particular operator will send the samples and particular, maybe as per the particular approved process, in process quality checks will be done, meaning in process quality checks at, let's take example, if it is a solid orals, there may be a blender uniformity or whatever is there. If it is a parenterals, we need to do the in process checks of solution and everything, and microbiology test also we will do as part of the, if it is a parenterals, right? So once the quality checks are done, it will release for the complete finished product and everything. So QA will completely review the EBR with the in-process checks and everything and approves the batch release in the SAP itself. So everything from the step 1 to step 5, everything is digitalized here. There is no manual paper involved in this. So with this seamless workflow, any operation can be digitalized. So as of, I mean, integrations, we can integrate with the SAP ERP with the bidirectional, and LIMS also, quality data we can integrate, and we can integrate the equipments with the SCADA, and equipment serialization also we can integrate, and our DMS, document management system also we can integrate. Once the documents are approved, nothing but our BMRs, once that is approved, it will be pushed to a secured place, nothing but our DMS with the access control by the particular, it will be restricted to some of the users only. Yeah. Just we are coming to the end of the presentation. Just post your questions. I will answer if you have any.
If someone wanted to talk, they can raise a hand. I can allow them to talk as well. So I can see Vaishnavi has a question. Vaishnavi, just put your questions if you have in the chat box only, because I'm not able to allow you to speak actually.
Okay.
Yeah, Sujit, you can talk now. I just allow you to talk.
Yeah, Ravi, I will take your question. Just let's complete Sujit question. Yeah, go ahead, Sujit.
So you just find the option for unmute and just speak. I think you can directly speak. You are unmuted already.
Yeah, you can speak, Sujit. Yeah, okay. I think he's facing some technical problem. Yeah, Dhiren. Yeah, so how to risk assess in EMS system? What are the early assessment parameters to be considered? EMS, we are talking about MES. We are, yeah, yeah, Sujit.
Yeah, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sir, my basically question is, in automobile industry, if we need to install the EMES applications and the API model, so how to choose the best EMS application and the API model against this?
Yeah, I answered your question 10-15 minutes back, right? So basically, Rockwell is the market leader, Sujit. Rockwell and Rockwell Automation.
Rockwell.
Yeah, Rockwell, most of the companies are going for the Rockwell Automation only, but depends. I mean, it depends on the company. Yes.
Means basically, I am hearing about the IDCOM applications, the Rockwell also, but which is the base, the depending upon the cost and like this, sir, right? You mean
Cost
we need
and
to check how many cost of this one?
yeah. That
Okay, sir, got it.
Yeah.
Understand, sir.
Yeah. So someone asked about the CSV scope. Yeah, CSV scope is huge, Ravi. So complete before utilizing the MES, before onboarding the MES, before using by the any user in MES by the any company, we need to completely validate that system. So MES is a very huge demand. I mean, MES complete, every company is going for the digitalization. So definitely compliance is not no need to bypass or anything. So definitely there is a huge scope from the starting of the project to complete deployment of the MES application. Okay, so right from the material management SAP integration to our complete integrations and SCADA integrations and equipment integrations and quality management integrations and recipe creations, everything will come under the CSV only. Yeah, next question I will take, just a minute. How to risk assess any MES system? What are the early assessment parameters to be considered? So, Dhiren, right? Yeah, Dhiren. So basically, we need to have any risk assessment. We need to have a 3 parameters should be in play. 3 parameters we need to have. So any risk assessment, especially in pharma, yeah, product quality, patient safety, and data integrity. So with these 3 parameters, with these 3 key factors, we can do our risk assessment at any stage. I mean to say, if we do at early stage, we can identify most high risk items, and we can mitigate it very early. Okay. Yeah. How to choose? Yes. So can MES? Yes. Yeah, so let's so to integrate. What I want to learn is what to assess it early. I'm unable to fully implement NetSuite to integrate it. What I want to learn is what to assess it early. So that's what three factors we need to assess, right? If you are from the pharma, most of the items you are in your day in day out, you are listening this product quality, patient safety, and data integrity. Yeah, Praveen.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Praveen, sir. I have worked for a LIMS application, sir.
Okay.
Thermo Fisher scientist. I'm an engineering graduate, computer sciences. So I worked on mostly into the deliverable side, like OQ kind of thing. Mostly into like writing test scripts and all. So how would this be useful for me in long run? Like, what are the prerequisites? Because I don't know. I'm not from pharma background now. What is that? I have knowledge on CSV.
Yeah,
At this point of time. Yeah.
most of the answers you ticked already. So you are into pharma, that is one thing. And second thing is you know the IQ and PQ. That is also fine. You know the basics of CSV, right? So one
I'm
thing.
not from pharma. I'm not from pharma.
Yeah, okay. Thermo Fisher. Okay. At least QC, you know the how the pharma industry works, right?
Mostly I was into the deliverable side, like OQ execution kind of thing, risk assessment, not bit like little bit on it, sir. That's only with respect to LIMS application, Pfizer application, little bit, Alex, but not completely the format.
Yeah, you can manage, Praveen, fundamentally, because IQ OQ is nothing but our functional testing only. So just
qualification.
yeah. Just you need to have some knowledge on the how the pharma manufacturing works. You need to know the pharma manufacturing from the raw material handling to the finished product, basically. So that you need to work on, and you need to have some idea on the how the manufacturing systems work for the different dosage forms, like our uh, what- solid orals and the solid orals, how it works, solid orals, different equipments, what are the different equipments we are going to use, and parentals, what are the different equipments we are going to use, and other details also, like biologics are nothing but bioreactors, fermentation, what are the equipments we are going to use, and everything. We need to have the knowledge about that, basically.
So how come we get this knowledge? Like is this a prerequisite for this MES system?
No, in this course we will tell from the basics, right, Praveen?
Oh, on the basics will be covered.
Yeah, everything will be covered.
Because mostly I worked on IT systems, as I told you, no, Thermo Fisher Scientific, LIMS system, all these things. So I just never worked on MES system. That's the reason.
Yeah, okay. So someone
Thank you.
asked,
Thank you.
yeah, any other question, Praveen? Can I take?
Yeah, I'm good. Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Praveen. Yeah. So Nilesh, basically, you can switch to MES career, but you need to join in the MES implementation company. Okay, maybe you need to actively involve in the MES implementation organization, maybe Rockwell or some other company, Delta V or some other company you need to join. Then gradually you can get the complete knowledge about the MES. So MES, we don't need Java or Python knowledge core, because we are not designing any system. So whatever the implementation partners, Rockwell or Delta V or whoever is there, they will have the plug and play kind of things. So on top of it, they will configure the complete layer of requirement. They will configure the MES layer according to the client requirement. For that configuration, no need of any Python or Java knowledge. At the same time, for the CSV, it's the best example. So if you join as a CSV department in any MES implementation company, that can be easily, you can handle it, basically. Yeah, so course modules we will share once the webinar is done from the to your mail IDs, and everything will be shared. Okay, so if time permits, I will only share the MES presentation once, course details. Okay, then health informatics, I want to get how it is a good fit. So Harish, so you are from the pharma background, but you are into health informatics, two different career paths. So can you explain, Harish, if you are?
So Harish, I'm not able to unmute you. So use the chat box in this case.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Opening for us, we are not into the implementation, Nilesh. Okay. So how will it support DCS and SCADA system? It is the only integration part, or else? Yes, it is an integration part. There is some network layering need to be done, Shabaddin. That is somehow some technical part involved in it. Just there is a signals we need to digitalize from the every equipment. That can be done with the some special equipments are there. So analog signals can be converted into digital. So with that digital, with the some certain IP address, it will pass into the central server. That is a process actually. Yeah, it is a hands-on in the sense we don't have any MES demo environment ready, but as much as possible, we will, whatever the information available with us, basically from our experience, we will provide you as part of this training there. Yeah, any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sir, can you hear me? I have one question.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Basically, I am doing your job as a MES key user in the automotive industries. So the job is installation of the MES and CSV data, CSV structure mapping with the C# language, C# and SQL database. And the complete traceability, I have doing this. But sir, I have not knowledge of how to develop the C# program with the Visual Studio and how it will be mapped with the SQL database.
I didn't get you.
MES. So that accordingly, I need a knowledge. Is there any training platform, sir, for core development role or consultancy role?
Yeah, consultancy role we can give, but core development we are not covering, Praveen. We are not covering Sujit. So fundamentally, we don't have any demo environment ready. So I mean, it is very difficult to get the demo environment also. So that we are not offering as of now. But core, I mean to say, if you want to switch to pharma side as a MES, right? So we will 100% support you. Switch your career to pharma MES implementations. Yeah, Harish, once we'll complete the course, we will go for a functional team. I didn't get your question, Shabaddin, what it means. Harish, I have 6 months of experience in pharma, managing limbs and the team. Yeah, definitely you can take this course, Harish. Definitely it will help you to grow further. Someone asked about the course details, right? Just a second. So hope everyone is seeing my screen. So these are the modules we are covering. What is the Industry 4.0 and Smart Industry Readiness Framework and ISO 95 and 62264 standards and benefits of the MES and Manufacturing System Industry 4.0 transformation, Rockwell Pharmaceutical overview, Pharmaceutical clients, and MES validation IQ, OQ, PQ, and industry use cases, best practices, MES implementation, interface of MES with other applications, SAP manufacturing execution overview, and application architecture and navigation, and access management roles in MES application, conversion of BMR to eBMR, and understand the design and MES product master data, define and set up production, manage customer orders, build component traceability, inventory management, shop floor execution, integrated equipment status management, how we are going to manage the quality, data collection, dashboards, advanced MES functionality features, and future of MES basically. So our course methodology is lectures, case studies, and group exercise and discussions. Okay. Yeah. After completion of the course, is there any plan for consultancy role training? Yes, Ajit, that's what I'm saying. So if you've gone through this training, basically, if you've gone through this training, basically, you will able to do a consulting job for the MES implementation. That is for sure. But you are into different domain, right? Automation industry, automotive industry. We are speaking about the pharma. So that will be a quick, that will be some homework you need to do. Otherwise, you can easily transform your career into the consulting role, especially in pharma. So server practice, we are not giving Shabuddin. So server practice, you will not get anything. I mean to say, it is a completely shop floor equipment integrations. So far, we don't have any server ready. Okay. Yeah. So contact details are displaying in the screen. You can contact them for further queries if you have any. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your time. Just please reach out to the contact details mentioned in previous slide if you have any questions or anything. Yeah.
Thank you all. Have a good day. We can end the meeting. Thanks.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.